Well, I have got another new miner. I was expecting two today, but we have at least one of them. Let's get this inside and crack it and find out what it is. Okay, the last one showed up. It was supposed to be here a couple days ago, but it's here now. So it has a brother over here. So let's get these things cracked. How's everybody doing? This is Chuck from Mining with Uncle Chuck. Now I know some of you out there are saying, Chuck, why the heck do you continue to buy more ASIC miners? To that I will say, some of us collect guns and guitars or whatever it is, and I collect those things as well, but these create passive income for you. So who doesn't like that? And when you get into mining, it's very addictive to the ones that are watching that have got into this. I mean, you just can't have one. You want to have more, and when you see that passive income coming in, it's kind of like a bug that bites you. Now, I would not recommend to any of you to go out, drop the bucks continuously like I do and buy new equipment. But again, I do enjoy it, and that's what I do. Enough said. So what do we have? Well, you know what they are. We have got two of the Antminer KS3s. These are the 9.4 terahash models. You know what? We're going to get these things cracked real quick because you know what? One ASIC looks like the rest, so we'll get them the heck out of the box. I'm going to set one up here. As most of you know, this mining facility is fairly jammed. We have got K7s in the room, so CKB miners along. I think there's an E9 Pro in there. There's also an HS3 down there that's not powered up, but we are pretty tapped out here with our power, but we do have room at the other building. So let's get these things the heck out of here. So I have unboxed both of my brand new Bitmain Antminer KS3s, the most powerful KASPA miner in the market at the moment. And yes, I know we've all heard about this wind miner, supposedly around that 11 terahash, but it has yet to transpire, and we don't even know if it's real or not yet. Soon we will find out. As mentioned, most of these Antminers are very similar from the outside. Yes, some of them kind of extend out of the box a little bit more here. As an example, we have got an Antminer L7, so an LTC miner here. It barely kind of sticks out of the box. We have an Antminer KA3, a Cadena miner, very similar as far as how it sticks out compared to the KS3. And next to it, we have an Antminer E9 Pro. So the largest in the Bitmain Antminer family. This thing sticks out big time. Now, originally, I was going to bring one of these over to my other building, but what I'm gonna do is I decided to move one of my L7s to go over with its brothers because we have a number of them at the other building. And I am gonna do the same with the KA3, the Cadena miner. I'm gonna bring that over there as well and keep all my KASPA miners here, along with my KS3L, my IceRiver with the modified control board. Got a couple KS0s down here, and there's one kind of sitting back on the bench. So I'm not gonna say any more. This isn't gonna be a long video. Call it just a preliminary. We'll get these things up and hashing. We'll look at that hash rate, and I'll do another follow-up video after that. Let's do it. I have my Antminer KS3s almost ready to go. We just need to get some power to them, so I'm gonna try and do that real quickly, see if I can do it with one hand here. All right, we got this one plugged in, and up to the second one. I hear sound, I hear a fan spinning up. We do have some lights there. We've got some lights here as well. And we're gonna quickly, for today's video at least, we are going to head to the computer, log into these things, get them connected to a mining pool, talk about it a little bit more then. So I'm logged into the dashboard of one of my two new Antminer KS3s. I went ahead and set the first one up. We'll get back and we'll talk about this in a minute. I wanted to show all of you, and one of the things that I was really surprised about, no prior mining pool information here. Now, what does that mean specifically? Well, chances are Bitmain wasn't doing any pre-mining with either of these miners I received. And as most of you guys know, 9 times out of 10 when you receive a new miner you purchase, the first thing we need to do is to delete all of the prior pool information in here. And again, both of these miners did not come with any of this information here. So I'll go back to the first one that I set up. Now, one of the things I wanted to mention right away, within 2 minutes of connecting this to the mining pool, we had accepted shares and we were up in mining. Very snappy, quicker than, say, the IceRiver KS3L. And right now, where are we sitting hash rate? 9.5 terahash, both on the real time and the average total. So we're in around where we expected to be. And that's the thing with, say, Bitmain Antminers over the IceRiver, is they are always right around where you would expect 9.4 terahash. We're above that. Most of the IceRiver miners I receive are barely hitting that minimum advertised hash rate. Again, nothing against IceRiver. I've been very happy with the ones that I purchased and been up and mining with. Okay, in 2 minutes and 43 seconds, we have hash rate and accepted shares. So like the first one I set up, quick, snappy, got connection to the mining pool fast, and we are up in hashing, which is a good thing. Now I'm gonna head downstairs quick, and let's take a look at what kind of wattage that we are seeing at the wall. Okay, so we take our top number, we've got our voltage, the bottom is our amperage, we times those together, and we get our wattage at the wall. So we're looking at just over 3,500 watts for one of these Antminer KS3s. So we've been up and mining for almost an hour with the last KS3 I set up here, and our hash rate has been well above that advertised 9.4 terahash, and temperature wise 59 and 69 on the inlet and outlet. That is in Celsius. Our fan speed is fairly high. Now my building is not hot at all. So you know what? These are going to be a bitch to run during the summer month. So if Bitmain, you're listening, what I'd like to see is for you to add the low or the energy efficient mode like you have on some of your L7 and S19 miners, because then that way you are not going to be pushing these miners to the absolute tits, if you know what I mean. Now, what are we expecting, or am I expecting to see profit-wise? I'm only going to touch on this because I'm going to do that in an update. We'll head to Mine the ASIC. We've got our KS3, our 9.4 terahash model. They're telling us about 114 bucks a day. ASIC miner value, and you know what? Hooray. Finally, they decided to add IceRiver's miners here. So at the top, KS3, 9.4 terahash model, 105. And we will stop lastly at hashrate.io or .no, and they are telling us approximately 115 bucks. So similar to Mine the ASIC, and we have got ASIC miner value that's definitely below. Now, again, I'm going to report back to you after I've had a chance to mine with both of these for a week, and I will report back to you on the results I see. Now, where do you want to, if you're going to purchase one of these? Well, as most of you know, I've been dealing with a couple suppliers directly in China, and they don't have any kind of programs or referrals or to send any of you guys. And I know a number of you said, hey, Chuck, where do you recommend? So recently I purchased a new miner from Crypto Miner Bros. I haven't received it yet. I'll do a video when I get it. I got friends that have dealt with these guys. There's a ton of other influencers that recommend them, and they gave me a coupon code to pass along to you guys. I don't get anything from it at all. Simply put in Uncle Chuck. I'll put the code down below, and you will get 50 bucks off anything you purchase over at Crypto Miner Bros. They do have a listing for the Antminer KS3 at $21,899, but it's not in stock at the moment. They do have a listing for the 8.3 version and the 7.3 version. And keep in mind, when you purchase from Crypto Miner Bros, they have got your shipping and everything included to your door, so you won't have to factor in those extra costs. But you've got other options. Obviously, IceRiver, they've got a good selection of in-stock miners here. In my opinion, probably the best bang for your buck right now would be the KS3M. 6 terahash for $11,799. So looking at the IceRiver KS3 quickly, you're getting 8 terahash for $17,299. So over 5,500 bucks more than the KS3M. Is it worth it for 2 terahash? Well, if this comes down in price, well, maybe this will be the better bang for your buck. But for the moment, in my opinion, it's the KS3M. That's going to be it for today's video. If you're thinking about buying one of these miners, keep in mind, KASPA's hash rate is continuing to climb. We're 51.84 petahash. These are big ticket items. They're going to continue to come down in price, and make sure you think about it before you dip into your pocket to buy one of these things. Anyway, make sure you subscribe to the channel, you like the video, and I'm going to be back with you soon. Peace out.